Hi everyone and welcome to Health HQ. Thanks for joining us today. My name is Nicole and it's my pleasure to provide you with some information about the University of Adelaide and the undergraduate degrees on offer in the Faculty of Health and Medical Sciences. Throughout the session today, you'll hear from some of our academic teaching staff, and I'll be back a bit later to share some information about the student support available to you when you join us in the years to come. You'll also hear from some of our current students who will share their experiences with you. Don't forget to register for our Q&A session, which we'll be hosting after the information session today. The University of Adelaide is the third oldest university in Australia and is consistently ranked in the top 1% of the world's universities. We are recognised globally as a leading research university, and we are part of the Group of 8, which comprises Australia's best research-intensive universities. We're really proud of the fact that the vast majority of our research is rated above or well above world standard. The university has over 27,000 students, 27% of whom are international. We have 3 campuses, but as a student in health, you would be located in our beautiful North Terrace campus, which is in the heart of the city. The Faculty of Health and Medical Sciences is ranked number 1 in South Australia for life sciences, medicine, nursing, psychology and dentistry. Lord Howard Florey and Dr. J. Robin Warren are among our notable alumni. As you can see from our undergraduate degree rankings, studying within the Health and Medical Sciences faculty means you're getting a world-class education ranked very highly in the state, Australia and the world. I'd now like to share with you some of our facilities that you'd be utilising throughout your studies in health. The Adelaide Health Simulation is the most technologically advanced simulation facility in Australasia and the only Australian simulation facility accredited with the Society for Simulation in Healthcare. Adelaide Health Simulation was designed to accommodate the needs of university undergraduate medical, nursing and other health sciences students. The Raylas laboratories, which are located within the Adelaide Medical School, encompass both surgical skills and anatomy areas. They have been designed to service a wide range of uses from undergraduate and postgraduate teaching in anatomy to advanced surgical training, simulation, clinical skills and research. Linked to the Adelaide Medical School and the Raylas laboratories is the Body Donation Program. The Adelaide Medical School operates a central mortuary facility on behalf of the 3 universities in South Australia for the acceptance of all bodies donated to science. The opportunity for our students to be able to dissect the human body is a real privilege not available in many parts of the world, and our students really believe that this is a really important part of their learning. The Adelaide Health and Medical Sciences Building, or better known as AHMS, is our flagship teaching and research facility and home to the Adelaide Medical School, Adelaide Dental School, Adelaide Nursing School, School of Public Health and the Robinson Research Institute. The building is situated in the heart of the largest health and biomedical precinct in the Southern Hemisphere, alongside the Royal Adelaide Hospital and the South Australian Health and Medical Research Institute, or SAMRI. It houses 1,700 of our health students and 600 of our researchers.
If you're not really sure what you want to do, but you know you want to do something within the health stream, that this is a really good degree because there are so many options that you can explore to find where your interests lie. Each year you have open or closed electives, and there is such a broad range of topics that you can choose from. In our 3rd year, we pick a major and there is a research placement. Some of the majors include clinical trials, neuroscience, public health and reproductive and childhood health. There's multiple different things across the health streams.
One of my favourite things about studying this degree is definitely the practical sessions in the Raylas laboratory, because it's just a fantastic experience to be able to go down there and look at these specimens and consolidate all of the information that we learn in those lectures and tutorials.
The virtual reality part of the course allows you to be hands-on, manipulate and look at how organs work in a 3D experience, which just helps to reinforce those ideas of anatomy.
Recently, the Adelaide Health and Medical Sciences Association organised an event where alumni came back and talked about the kinds of jobs and the kinds of career pathways that this degree could lead to. It was really eye-opening to see the kinds of jobs that are out there for people who've studied this degree.
Welcome to Health HQ. I'm Karina Vandenheuvel.
And I'm Kathy Gopher.
And we are the program coordinators for the Bachelor of Health and Medical Sciences program and the Bachelor of Health and Medical Sciences Advanced. And it is a great pleasure to be here to be able to tell you all about our programs. So why would you study health and medical sciences? Well, there are many reasons. And when you look at the key words that describe our programs, they appear here in this apple, words like neuroscience, career, health, medical, research. So it is our aim in these programs to seek global solutions or solutions to global health issues. We collaborate widely with health professionals and industry partners, develop career-ready skills and leadership and initiative, and have plenty of opportunities to study overseas. Better than that, you have many award-winning teachers and academics with huge engaging online content. We do have a lot of patient case-based courses, and we also have core courses at all year levels, first, second and third, that really focus on group work and working together as a team to solve these complex health problems.
So you can see a lot of our courses really embed those career-ready skills that we know our employers are looking for in terms of being able to go out, work in teams, identify information, find solutions.
Exactly. And students also have the opportunity to have an international experience through study abroad or exchanges, and some of our partner places are right there for you. New Zealand, China or the Netherlands are just a few. So what is involved in the program? So we know that this degree offers this general foundation studies, and many students will come to us and go, I'm interested in the human body and what makes it tick, how it functions, what's the structure, what can go wrong with it, or population health, but they're not quite sure exactly what area of health they want to be in. So this program is perfect for them because it does offer this foundation studies in such a broad range of these health issues. And throughout the program, you get to begin to choose a particular area that you really find triggers an interest in you. But the great thing is,
you don't have to pick it straight away. So basically coming into first year, we will work with you and help you develop your study plans, and you don't need to specialise in that area of your major in first year. So all of our students essentially can keep a study plan that enables them to keep all of their options through first year. And then they start to specialise at second year. You don't really need to make that final choice about what your major or area of specialisation is until you get to the final year of the program. So, careers?
Exactly. Oh, careers. Well, I would need an entire day to tell you where our students are in, what area they're in, what part of the world they're in. But generally speaking, they go in 3 broad avenues after the program.
Yeah, so in 100 graduates, there's probably 100 different employers, but broadly, our students really use these programs in 3 different ways. So about a third of our students will take this program and go directly into the workforce in some area of health mostly. Roughly a third of our students will go on and do an honours year, so that's a research specialisation year at the end, either around differentiating themselves before they go into the workplace or because they want to go into a research career longer term. And about a third of our students use this program, they use our programs as pathway programs, so to lead into other areas of study and health, and that might be medicine and physiotherapy. Some will use it into programs such as postgraduate teaching.
So what are the majors you can choose from? And again, I just want to stress that students don't need to choose these straight away. Probably about 10% of our students will say, yes, I know exactly where I want to go, but the majority don't. And the great thing is they have this time to choose, and you can also change your mind. So if you were really set on neurosciences in first year, you started in first year and you were like, oh no, actually reproductive and childhood health has really triggered an interest in me. You have that opportunity and that time to change.
So there's a lot of flexibility in the study plans.
There's huge amounts of flexibility in the study plans. So under the broad banner of medical health majors, we have clinical trials. This major is so clinically relevant, developing skills to design, develop, conduct trials in hospitals, research organisations and pharmaceutical companies, just as an example. Medical sciences is probably our most popular major. Probably nearly 40 to 50% of our students choose this major. And predominantly because it encompasses those areas of anatomy, pathology, pharmacology, physiology. So you learn about what the body looks like and anatomy, what the structure, the function is, what can actually go wrong, i.e. pathology, and how we can treat it. So that again is a very popular major. And then neurosciences, which is my personal favourite. And this is where you develop a greater understanding of how the nervous system regulates the body and behaviour. And this is really with that view to finding ways that we can treat neurological disorders.
So the other 3 of our majors fall under the span of lifespan health. Nutritional health is exactly what it sounds like. So not only thinking about what is healthy eating, but looking at how our body responds to food, how we need it, what the different kinds of nutrients are used for, how demands for food and nutritional levels change through the lifespan. Public health takes a step back from thinking about health at the individual level or the cellular level and starts to think about health from the perspective of populations. So thinking about things at the social level and the cultural, economic, wider level, and how that affects both prevalence of diseases but also why particular groups might be at greater risk, and looking at health promotion in terms of improving health at a population level. Reproductive and childhood health is where I teach and research, and this major focuses on areas around getting pregnant, healthy pregnancies and birth, so we're within the reproductive health sphere, and then also looks at health issues that affect children and adolescents, both from a biology perspective and from a broader population level.
So research experience, this is something that really makes our program really unique, and this is where all of our students at third year level get a hands-on research placement in their final year. This is the capstone experience. This is where you really get your hands dirty. You gain first-hand research experience, you have placement in state-of-the-art research facilities and industry, and because we have such multiple links to industry partners, and some of them are just listed on this slide below, our students are everywhere.
This is a really important thing, and a lot of our students will find that because they're working closely with a particular group, that not only gives them that real experience of working in teams in the workplace, but also gives them someone who can give an informed reference when they're applying for other jobs.
That's right. And these research placements are aligned with your area of specialisation and your major. And so this is an opportunity for our students to meet potential honours, PhD supervisors, potential employers. So the Bachelor of Health and Medical Sciences, again, before we move on to the advanced program, really is where you explore human biology and public health really in depth. You gain that hands-on research experience in world-class facilities, which we've just touched on by the capstone research placement. You have cutting-edge virtual reality learning, work in small groups to solve problems relating to health and disease, and also undertake that year-long research placement. That's really the icing on the cake, the finale, the capstone. And through that, we also have a little bit of time available in semester 2, usually in second year, where we have some opportunity for students who are keen to study abroad, then they can. So what's involved? First year, all students take a course called Create, Communicate and Connect with Health Sciences, or CCC as we refer it to because it's much easier to say. This is a really different course. This really gets students ready for university life.
And it's really that foundation skill set.
Absolutely. It's all the foundations. It's about working together in groups, communication, how to search for literature, how to engage with alumni, what careers there are. It's a really unique course and we're really super proud of it. In first year, students then can still choose 7 electives, and most of them will take the human anatomy and physiology and public health to keep their options open. But one thing I really want to stress here is the great thing with our programs are that up to half of your first and second year courses can actually be taken from outside the faculty.
So it really gives you a lot of opportunity to pursue interests. Yeah.
So if you had an interest in languages or maths or calculus, you could actually do that. Second year, the core course is RRR, or Reflect, Research, Resolve questions in health. And again, this is where students work in groups to solve these very highly relevant questions regarding global health and disease. And these questions are focused around the majors. So students will get the opportunity to really choose a question related to perhaps their interest in neuroscience. So there'll be a question relating to that. Or if they're interested in reproductive health, there'll be a question relating to that. So it gives them a chance to really get more information around their major.
Yep.
Exactly. In addition to that, they still have, most students have 2 courses in aligned to when they're starting to choose their major. So they might be physiology or it might be anatomy. And you've still got room for those elective courses, which our students really love because it gives that real depth to their program. And third year, a quarter of the load in third year is the research placement aligned with the major. 4 of those courses are also the theory courses related to the major, and there's still room to take 2 electives, and those electives are taken from within our faculty.
So I think it's fair to say that a bit like the career paths being very, very different, almost all of our graduates will have different combinations of subjects, and so there's that real chance to pursue the areas that you find most interesting as you go through the program. Okay, the advanced program. So the advanced, again, has the opportunity for all of the majors and the research placement in common with the health and medical sciences program. The things that are different within the advanced program are really around the core courses, which we'll talk about in a minute. So in the first year, our core course is based in the Adelaide Health Simulation, and still builds those basic core skills around the research skills and the getting into university kind of skills, but really starts to get you into that from a clinical perspective and thinking about health systems. In the second year, our core course is Hacking Health. So again, working in groups and problem solving, but with focus around global health issues and around technological solutions. And if you did come up with a solution, how would you go about evaluating it? And in the final year, our students do a course called Innovation and Entrepreneurship in Health, where it's thinking about innovative and entrepreneurial attitudes and strategies. So regardless of your career, it's not aiming at putting you into a startup company. It's thinking about that skill set and how you apply it and how you would go about developing an innovation, getting some solution into practice essentially. And again, like the Health and Medical Science program, you've got that all-year research placement in your third year where you will be based within a research group and conduct a research project. In both of these programs, as you can see, there's a lot of flexibility. So you've still got the electives there. You've still got a lot of choices to put your flavour on what it is that you come out of the degree with. All right, so this was one of our comments. Maddie finished in 2019 and she really enjoyed the program around its diversity and the capacity to look at different areas in health.
Yep, absolutely. And so this is just one of the many testimonials that we have from our students as they enter through or pass through the program. And at the end of the day, you know, we have happy graduates and really positive feedback, which is fantastic.
I think one of the other really big features of the program as a whole is around the support that's offered to students in terms of study planning and individualising and that opportunity to explore the things that you're most interested in.
Absolutely. You're not alone. And one thing that we stress to our students all the time is you are absolutely not alone. From the minute you start here, you have amazing program advisors and support and study plans designed for you. So they've probably heard enough from us.
So that's probably it from us.
So we'll move on now to the student experience.
Okay, nice talking to you.
We're very blessed in Adelaide to have a strong learning environment and culture. Both staff and students are very supportive of everyone reaching a certain standard, and the exciting thing about working in health is that you're always a part of a team.
Now that I'm in second year, I've signed up to become a peer mentor, which means I can interact with first year students to help them feel more comfortable as they transition into uni life.
There's a buddy mentorship program that I've met people through, and when I was in younger years they'd help support me and inspire me, and they've honestly almost become like my family in a way.
When I was looking for guidance on my subjects in about year 2, I spoke to the support staff in the Helen Mayo building, and they really helped me figure out what was best for me academically but also for my future careers. It was really good knowing that I'm not alone and I have got support from the actual faculty.
The cohort I went through with are really great. We're a supportive group, we have a Facebook chat, we organise catch-ups, coffee days, and we study together, which I think is really important. Especially coming up to exams, it's great to have that support network and that study framework too.
What I've found from the first day up until this last year is that the lecturers are actually there for us and they actually really love to help us, and they're always there for any questions.
I was quite nervous moving interstate to study this degree, but I was rest assured within the first week that I was well supported by lots of colleagues and like-minded people, and there was lots of events as well that helped me build some lifelong friendships.
The University of Adelaide has a really important career service which can help you increase your employability, find opportunities and learn career-ready skills to plan for your future. You have free access to an online platform called Career Hub, and Career Hub is accessible from enrolment up to 1 year after you graduate, so it's a great way to prepare you for the workforce. In the Faculty of Health and Medical Sciences, we have a really strong student support service for you. So when you're made an offer into the Faculty of Health and Medical Sciences, we encourage you to make a time to meet with us so that we can make sure that you have everything in place to begin your studies. Think of this as a one-stop shop to be able to answer your questions and get help along the way should you need it. You're very welcome to come as many times as you like throughout your time with us. I really encourage you to look into our peer mentoring program as you start university. This program is free, it runs in semester 1 and semester 2, and it's an informal way to meet other students, learn about campus life, engage in activities and events, have your questions answered, and to receive ongoing peer support. Our peer mentors know exactly what it's like from personal experience to be a new student. They've already been in your shoes. So they're really high-performing students, eager to share insider information to help guide you through university life. The groups meet face-to-face, online, and at events and activities. So make sure you access the information on our website, and I'd really encourage you to select your mentor and join this wonderful program. So through the Yatcha-Paruna Indigenous Health Unit, we have support services available specifically for our Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander students. We also have a dedicated Indigenous Student Support Officer available to provide tailored application support to you. We offer a full range of scholarships to new students, and further details can be found on the scholarships section of the university website. We really encourage you to look through and apply for each and every one that you're eligible for. Sometimes, believe it or not, scholarships go unawarded, so we're really keen for you to apply for everything that you feel that you'd be eligible for that could help you settle into university. You may have heard of the Head Start program for those of you who are in your final years of school. It's a program whereby you can replace some of your Year 12 subjects with university courses. So check the university website, search Head Start, or your careers counsellor at school will have some further information for you as well. We really encourage you to look into the opportunities to study overseas during your time at university. It can really help you to diversify your study and to look at things from a global perspective. So make sure you check out the information on the Study Overseas website to find out more. We'd love you to keep in touch with us throughout the rest of this year, and more importantly, we really hope to see you as a student in health with us in the years to come. I hope you've enjoyed the session today. Please make sure you register for our live Q&A session, which is coming up shortly. Thanks for joining me today. Bye for now.